I show you how to make a Twinkie clone up next on the Trailer Park Cooking Show.
She's bringing the trailer park lifestyle to the world. Come inside, don't be shy, cause Jolene can't wait to meet ya. She's the queen of the park. She's got gossip news and lots of food to feed ya. Jolene Sugar Baker. Jolene Sugar Baker is one budget-minded girl. Lots of cheap fashion is the passion at the park. The passion at the park. The passion at the park. Dropping in on neighbors is all part of Jolene's world. Jolene Sugar Baker, she's the trailer park queen.
Hi there, Trailer Park fans. It's Jolene Sugar Baker, the Trailer Park Queen, and welcome to the Trailer Park Test Kitchen, and welcome to another edition of Cooking with Jolene, the Trailer Park Cooking Show, where I teach you how to live on a budget and do it the Trailer Park way. Well, the dark days are coming, and you know, I hate to talk about sad things and things that are not sparkle and light because it's just difficult because there's all those things going on in the world. And I woke up to the news that Hostess is going out of business and they make Twinkies and snack cakes. And you know, I do like a snack cake like the rest of y'all. I know I can make things at home, but you know, it's just an American tradition to buy snack cakes. I know they're not good for you, but that's okay. It's a guilty pleasure. But what do? There's not going to be snack cakes for a while. Somebody could buy them off, but there's going to be dark days. And I went to the store, and I was so upset because they're already sold out. Well, I went into my trailer park closet, and I found that I have a real, I can't even talk about it, I'm so upset, a real Twinkies pan. And they released this in 2005, and I did a quick search online. Good luck finding one now, but I'll show you a simple way to make your own in a baking pan. But today, we're going to be making our own Twinkie clone, our own snack cake, up on the Trailer Park Cooking Show. I'll be right back. Welcome back. Making the golden snack cakes is really simple, and what you need is probably a mixer because you've got to beat egg yolks and also egg whites because that's complicated and a mixer does such a better job. But what I've got here is 7 egg whites. I've saved the yolks because we'll need them later on, but I'm just going to pour them right here in the bowl, and we're going to fluff these up until stiff peaks form. So let's get this started. There you go. Look how nice and fluffy those egg whites got. And we're going to set this aside just for a moment while we mix the other ingredients. Then we're going to fold this in to make them light and fluffy. So go ahead and set this aside. Okay, now we're going to mix up the batter for our golden snack cakes. And I've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour that I'm just going to put right here in the bowl. And now we've got to add the sugar. And we're using just the granulated sugar to that. And I've got that measured out here, and it's 1.5 cups of sugar. So go ahead and put that in the bowl, just like that. Now, we need 1 teaspoon of baking powder. That goes right on into the bowl, just like that. That makes them a little bit more fluffier. And then I have a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. That goes right on into the bowl, just like that. Now remember those yolks that we had? We had the 7 yolks. Those go in there too. So go ahead and just pour those right on in there. And also, we've got 3/4 cup of cold water. That gets poured right on in there too. Now, it's hard to match the flavor profile of a store-bought ingredient. So what we're going to do is take a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and we're just going to put that right on in there. You know I don't measure, maybe just a little bit more. And then a little dash of almond extract, and that gives it a nice kind of nutty flavor too. So let's go ahead and pour some of that right on in there. And really, what really makes it pop is I've got some imitation vanilla, butter, and nut flavor, and that really just rounds out the flavor profile of your golden cake. So let's go ahead and pour that right on in there. And let's slowly start to mix this and get this mixed up. There we go. Now we have our batter mixed up, and you could probably add some yellow food coloring to it if you want to make them more golden, or maybe some turmeric powder, because that's a natural way. I know, I found that out. Someone posted a comment about that. But you remember the egg whites that we had? You need to carefully fold them in to this mixture. So go ahead and just dump them in there. You don't want to over mix. You want it kind of fluffy. So let's go ahead and just gently fold this into the mixture very carefully, and I'll check back with you in just a moment. There we go. Look how our batter is still very fluffy with those egg whites. And today I'm using an actual Twinkies pan that they released in 2005. Good luck finding one. No, I'm not going to sell mine. But this is a pan that's actually the shape of the Twinkies. I'll show you in just a moment how you can make your own little shell if you don't have one of these pans. They also call these pans canoe pans. You can actually find them too that makes these shapes. But I've sprayed it out with some butter spray, and I preheated the oven to 350 degrees. So what I'm going to do is just take some of the batter here and pour it into the well of the Twinkie mold. Just like that. And we don't want to overfill it. You could probably use a cupcake pan too for this if you really wanted to. And you could just fill the cupcakes with that. But you just need to fill all the wells and get them going. And I'll be right back in just a moment. There we go. I filled it all up with the batter mixture, and I've got the oven preheated to 350 degrees. We're going to bake these for about 8 to 12 minutes. You got to kind of keep your eye on them. You don't want to overcook them, and they should spring back when you press on them when they're done. So let's go ahead and pop them in now. So you might say, Jolene, I don't have a Twinkie pan. What do I do? Well, you could still make these treats, but you need to use a cupcake liner. Or, what you can do, well, if you had foil, I don't know what I did. I was getting ready for Trailer Park Christmas, and I was actually using all my foil on my front door for decoration. So, pretend this is foil. What happens is, go get one of those round spice containers that you have, and you put it in the foil like this, and you draw the foil up, and you make kind of like little crimps on it, and then you remove the spice container, just like that, and look at that, you have your little well there. If this was foil, you gotta work with me here, because I don't know where all my foil has gone. And what you do is you fill up the little wells, and then you put them in a baking pan, and you put a whole bunch in there, and then it bakes like that. Be careful, don't burn them that way, but it's an easy way to make that shape that everyone loves. So that's how you make them without a pan. Okay, now we're going to make the filling for the golden snack cakes, which is always everyone's favorite. Now this could be something that goes very wrong if you don't keep an eye on it. So I've got a saucepan here, and I've got 2 tablespoons of flour, and then I've got a ½ cup of milk. What we're going to do is put this up on medium heat, and we're going to keep stirring it. And there's going to be like a paste that forms. Don't you brown this, because that could be really bad. But you're just kind of cooking it a little bit. So once you cook it a little bit, you're going to take it off the stove top and let it cool off just a little bit. So let's get this started. There we go. We cooked the flour and the milk up on the stove top a while, and it made kind of like a thick sauce. What we're going to do is add a teaspoon of vanilla extract right on in there, and mix that around until it's well mixed. And what you're going to do is, this is actually kind of like making the pudding that we made before. You're going to put a piece of plastic wrap over top of this, actually touching the actual mixture so that a skin doesn't form over top of it. So mix that up and put that plastic wrap on top, and I'll check back in just a moment. Now you need to make the rest of the filling, and I've got the stand mixer pack, and what I've got here is a ½ cup of sugar. That goes right on into the bowl. We're also using vegetable shortening, and I've got 4 tablespoons of that. So go ahead and just dunk that right on into the bowl. We need a dash of salt. That goes right on in there. And then I have 4 tablespoons of softened butter. And I've got that. And we're gonna whip this around until it's nice and fluffy. Now I have our flour and milk mixture that we made up on the stove top. And I took off the plastic wrap that was keeping the skin from forming. And we're just gonna pour this into the mixture just like this. There we go. And we're gonna whip this around for about 5 minutes. So it needs to be nice and fluffy. So let's go ahead and just get this going. And I'll check back with you in just a moment. Okay, there we go. We've got the classic filling to go in our golden snack cakes. And what I've done is I've used a squeeze bottle, and I find that these are really simple, or you could use a pastry bag, whichever floats your boat. I don't know, but I find that this works just the best. And surprise, they came out of the oven, and look at that. It looks like the classic shape. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take the frosting mixture, make sure that it's down at the bottom, and you're gonna stick it right into the mixture and squeeze. Don't over squeeze it, because what'll happen is the cake will explode, and that's not a good thing, I'll tell you that. And you're gonna make just 3 little poke marks in there and squeeze the icing in there, and now your Twinkie is full. So I'm gonna fill the rest of these, and I'll check back with you in just a moment. You're gonna make 3 little poke marks into the actual cake mixture and squeeze a little bit of the actual filling into it. So let's do 1 right there. Oh! And just like I said before, it'll explode on you. And there you have it, my golden snack cake Twinkie clone. And it was so simple to make in the kitchen, and there's even simpler ways to make it with foil, and you could do it in a baking pan if you don't have the fancy pan. But the dark days are over. We can make snack cakes at home until someone starts making them again, because I just like buying them at the store. I know I can make them at home, but there's nothing like a store-bought snack cake if you ask me. But we made these. Look how golden brown they are. I just can't wait to try this one. Taste that vanilla flavor, and it's golden, and look at that filling inside, and it reminds me of yesteryear, which is just a few days ago when they stopped making them. But I sure hope they do come out with real Twinkies again. But in the meantime, we can make them ourselves. And if you do, send me pictures at jolenesugarbaker@gmail.com. Don't forget to follow the Trailer Park on Twitter. I'm Jolene's Trailer there. And of course, add me on Google+. I'm there too. Don't forget to leave a comment down at the bottom about your snack cake memories from the past. And of course, share this recipe with your friends, because they'll like this too. I love y'all, and I'll be back with some more cooking shows soon. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Slap on all your blue eyeshadow. Watch out for that big tornado. Get all filled with pride in the double wide. Jolene Sugar Baker, she's the trailer park queen. In the double wide. Jolene Sugar Baker, she's the trailer park queen. In the double wide. Jolene Sugar Baker, she's the trailer park queen.
Visit my store at trailerparkstore.com.